Oh, ow, ow, I'm hurt. Never mind. I'll just shut the fuck up then. Never mind. I'm gay.
Oh, all of a sudden?
Kate, Katie, go.
Oh,
We love you. Go.
More serious.
Oh,
Katie,
okay.
go ahead, please.
No, no, no. It's okay. It's okay.
Hmm. Who the fuck is Tam?
hello? Katie, shut up. Like, I mean, don't shut up. Hurry up.
Let Katie go, y'all.
Katie, go. We're waiting on you.
This
You're literally
Wait,
quiet.
who's Tam?
It's okay. It's okay. Go. It's okay.
Oh,
Never
yeah.
let
I got
go.
something. I
He
have
said
something
it's
to do.
fine.
Okay,
She's not-
Katie said it's fine and said they have something to do. Who the fuck
See,
is
this is
Tam?
why
Katie's
we can't have
taking
nothing
care
nice.
of something. Look,
What is
I'm
the
right here.
screenshot that I'm reading on the background?
so
I'm right
this is
here.
performative allyship. So Tam wanted to come up because I was sharing their screenshot. So we're gonna let Tam talk as well.
Yeah.
But this is Tashika telling her server report the live and leave. These people are unwell and will cause more harm to come to trans individuals and black women. Fuck the blobfish. I blocked them. So you're being fat phobic, I guess, and
Yeah.
then you're
it's-
being performative as an ally to trans people, saying to silence trans people by punching back. It's
And at
Echo,
the
I
same
just want
time,
to
and
congratulate
at the
you on
same
all the weight
time,
you've lost.
like I said
Thank you.
earlier, she's a plus size woman. Like we said
beautiful.
earlier, the call is coming from inside the house. How are you a plus size woman being fat phobic and body shaming a plus size person when you're plus size too?
Like, no, don't.
Tam. I have eyes everywhere, just so y'all know.
Oh, I'm not really concerned with that because I stand on what I said. But Echo, I just wanted to speak to you directly. And you saw the post. If you want to put that back up there to bring everybody up to speed, because I don't know if everybody saw that one. But I stand on that. And I'm trying to say this as respectful as I possibly can. The one about I understand I don't really care about Nate. I don't and maybe if that individual said all that at nasty things, great. He deserves to be clocked as well. But where I am having a hard time, and I know you said that you have, I guess, acknowledged this, what I just heard in this right
Yeah.
before you brought me up, is the innocent woman, the innocent black woman in this, which is his mother. I don't know if that child, that photo that Summer was talking about was old, so I'm not going to speak on the minors, but that black woman didn't do this. And I understand you all are really big on protecting black women, right? And that's including trans women, as we know. I don't understand how you can yell that while absolutely, that's fine. She can say what she wants to say as well, but I don't understand.
Wait, animals?
I don't know why I'm
Animals.
echoing, but
Oh
I
no,
don't
my
understand.
name is Echo. Hi.
oh, I thought they said I was echoing. No, but what I'm saying is I don't see how you can scream protect black trans women, but then say black women and then not. To me, that was actually grotesque to post that black woman. Now, you posted her LinkedIn. To me, that is a step too far. You really jeopardized
That's
her
okay.
place of employment. And that's what I wanted to stand on business and say. I don't care to attack you all personally because I don't know you. I don't
GC
care.
screenshot this because this is funny.
Wait,
Okay.
but I thought her aura was making you mad. I thought
Yeah.
her aura was making you mad. I guess her aura was first.
Mira,
I didn't-
Tam, we don't
I didn't
disagree.
say any of
Yeah.
that. I don't know,
No,
Addie.
like
I don't know.
people
Maybe you
here
have me
don't
confused.
disagree. That's why I said like a lot of the stuff I've
Right.
done.
Yeah, we don't disagree.
I've done on
but
my own
people-
accord.
I know, but you
No,
posted
this-
me, so I felt it was necessary for me to
Mm-hmm.
come on here and make sure that you understood that I stand on what I said.
Oh, that's
Valid.
Said what
we-
I said, and I'm not gonna back down from it. You can copy, paste it, post it. I'll copy, paste it, post it as well.
No, you're good.
Right.
I was just gonna.
what
I
we're
was just
saying.
gonna post that to you.
That's what we're saying, Sam. We didn't Tam.
What
we
was
didn't-
that, Chantel?
We didn't say
Not
anything.
you. I was talking about Echo.
We
Oh,
didn't
okay.
say anything because we knew we most of us here agree with you. That's why we didn't
Yeah.
address your screenshot.
No, he did put it up. He did address it.
Also,
Yeah.
I'm saying we didn't. The panel didn't agree.
Well, then when I first came up, I had two people. I think it was Piggy and Summer said, "Who the fuck is Tam?" In a very
Yeah, because-
disrespectful. Well, hold on.
Well,
In
first-
a very disrespectful manner.
Fir-
Because if you
first
read
off-
if you read the comment, if you read my post, then you would know that I didn't come at you. What I
Well,
said
first-
is what I said regarding that. So that was very disrespectful.
Okay, so first off, since you did acknowledge me, It wasn't a disrespectful tone. I said, I will say exactly what I said. I said, who the fuck is Tam?
Yeah.
In
it
a
was
very calming
disrespectful.
voice. That is not disrespectful. It was in a very calming voice while playing Dress to Impress.
Right.
I asked that question because I don't know who you are, and it was just a random person named Tam. So I said, "Who the fuck is that person?" It was a question. It was not me being disrespectful. If you took it that way, then I do apologize. But at the same time, maybe don't assume I'm being disrespectful. Maybe ask.
Perception is
Hey,
reality.
what-
I mean, this
Can I
whole
finish?
live
Can
whole
I
live
talk
is based
without?
off of that.
Can I talk without you interrupting me, please? Would maybe ask instead of assuming. Maybe get the facts and saying, "Hey, why'd you asking who I am?" I would have simply said, "Because I didn't know who you were and I was curious." That's all you could have just said. Now, like I said, I apologize if it came off disrespectful, but I'm not being disrespectful.
Perception is reality. But I'll accept your apology.
And assuming is
Piggy
wrong.
said. Miss Piggy also said the same thing.
What did I say? I just came back in the room, actually. Could you give me an update?
Well, I saw
She's
you
talking about how you said, "Who the fuck is she?"
Yeah.
Who I said who the... What? I did. I said who the fuck is Tam?
Yeah, you didn't even know Echo's name. So shit.
No, I said
Why are you trying to eat me up?
No,
I said what I
actually-
said. What,
That's not true. When I came up, I
Damn,
said
you didn't even know
Look,
fucking Echo's
that's
Hold
name.
not
on.
true.
Hold
When
on,
I came
look.
up, I said I'm speaking to Echo. I thought someone said, "Why are you echoing?"
No.
Is what I said.
Tam, I understand where you come from. It comes from a good place. I can acknowledge it. Like, people have the same concerns, so understandable. So, yeah, if Tashika's gonna talk about the live and her
I'm not here to
Discord
talk
server,
about-
then
I'm personally not
definitely
here to
gonna
talk about
get the
Tashika.
screenshots.
I'm not talking about Tashika. I'm talking about what I said. You brought up what I said, so I felt I wanted to stand on what I said. But you all have a good-
Okay, are you done centering now? Bye bye.
Girl, why is she crashing out in her own leave? These people are animals. I just saw that.
Yeah,
WKD.
that's Tashika.
She
Oh, no,
kind
no,
of
I said
paused
the
when
bye-bye.
I don't think she knew as much because she kind of paused when she read one of them. She was like, well, in another,
Wait, calling for
So I don't know if she knew that she was even saying half this stuff.
Yeah, calling BIPOC, queer people, animals is like dehumanizing and fucking crazy. Go off.
Girl,
I just don't understand how me asking a simple question was rude. Like, what? If I don't know who you are, I'm gonna say who.
Wait,
I'm gonna say who are you? Who
I'm
the
going
fuck
to
are you?
ask the
'Cause that's
question
how I
again.
talk.
I'm going to ask the question again because we already agree with everything that they said, right? Like the whole family thing, yeah, not okay. No one disagree with that.
Right.
My contention is this because I noticed this trend. Where is this energy and this tone policing for the transphobes? You're so quick to come to us with your bullshit, but you're never up their fucking lives doing the same fucking thing. Where is that energy for them? Where? These people take our pictures, slander us all over the fucking place, accusing us of having HIV and all this bullshit that's not even fucking true. Saying that we are violent criminals, that we are all P3DOs, that we are all autogynephilics, that there's no such thing as a good trans person. Where the fuck are you for that? Where? I don't see ya. But you want to come and center yourselves in here and act like you're the bigger fucking person to virtue fucking signal, performative ass fucking hoes. That's what the fuck this shit is. Hijo de la caseta todito.
Yeah.
period. I speak Spanish
Also,
too.
Tashika
y'all, I'm
saying this was pointed out. Tashika saying these people are unwell and will cause more harm to come to the trans individual. Note that you're saying trans people are unwell. This is something that we have heard over and over, day in and day out, that we're mentally unwell, we're mentally unstable people, and we need help. You are perpetuating the same shit that we get. Thank you very much, Tashika.
It's just crazy
telling
how-
us trans people like
Fucking
what's
advocates.
best for us and what's not best for us. You as a person that's not even trans.
it's just
excuse
cra-
me. Sorry, go ahead.
It's just crazy how holding someone in our community accountable and how they hurt someone, how they did all of us dirty, and how they're hurting their own people, and how they're being transphobic. It's crazy how holding them accountable makes us unwell, makes us horrible, makes us the bad guys for holding someone accountable. Really? So we can't hold our own people
Can we-
accountable?
Can I quote
Grifter,
the
weirdo. Yeah, you're calling a trans person a weirdo. Cool. Another one, Tashika. You're fucking W.
Why she use the word it?
Can I?
Oh
can I
wow.
say,
Oh
can I
shit!
say,
It's a
Yeah,
grifter
it's a
weirdo.
grifter.
Look at that. Look
Yeah.
at that
Can I say
shit.
something real quick? My apologies. Real quick, I want to say, Summer Baby, because you know I love you. I'm gonna say this: don't ever apologize for what the fuck you say, because them bitches will never apologize to you. You said, "Who's that bitch? Who's that bitch?" Don't nobody know her.
Yeah.
Don't apologize for that.
May I get the
And
big screen, please?
for the people
Can I
that
just
were up in
quote-
that little comments talking about some who's 414, 414 is the one that doesn't sit up here and make lives about trans
yeah, I
people,
seen
trying to
that
run
one.
topics about trans people, and you're not
Yeah.
even trans. At least when I make lives about trans people, I make sure that my trans sisters are in those lives, and 9 times out of 10, because Angelica can vouch,
I was
my
gonna
trans
say,
sisters
yeah.
be running those lives. They talk about their trans experience. It looks real fucking stupid when us as cis women we're running lives about trans women, and then you don't even have a fucking trans woman in the live to speak on her trans experience. How the fuck are you going to speak on trans women and a trans experience, and bitch, you're not even fucking a trans woman?
I have
Make
a
it make
fucking
sense.
One
panel
second.
full
Can
of
you
trans
put that
people.
screenshot back up?
Yeah,
The
what
one
did it
that
say
they're
about
mentioning me.
Atlantic?
Yeah.
Hold up a second. Put it back up. Let me see. I'm so confused. On a serious note, does Atlantic not like when I call trans folks dogs, or is my rhetoric only bad when I disagree with you? Excuse me, ma'am. The topic was about body count, not about trans. You have no way of knowing if that person was a transphobe or not, and you were calling them dogs and all sorts of fucking names. So do yourself the favor. Do not try and gaslight. Not gonna work with me.
It is Tashika. This is Tashika.
I just want to go off.
Wait,
I
why
just
do they
want to go
call her the
off topic
senator?
for 1 second. I got 3rd place in Dress to Impress.
I love that for you.
Bitch, I told you to send me your name on Roblox.
So,
Anyways, go back to the topic.
yeah, I want
Can
to
I just-
address the next one real quick. So Echo, stop forming an echo chamber up there and stop letting up one bitch at a time to jump. You're a hypocrite. Why are you trying to hold Tashika accountable for being performative, as y'all have 8 people up there? Listen, I don't need to give a voice or give a platform for people we talk shit on. It is 2025, and obviously my fight back mode is in A game.
And also, y'all do the same shit. Y'all make a full panel of people that hate us, and then they all counteract one person that you let up, and then that's what you do. So I don't know why the hell you're complaining.
As our favorite
And here's
customer, Nate, hang on, Katie, just 2 seconds. As our favorite customer, Nate would say, womp womp.
I don't know why
I
they're
just wanna-
here just fucking policing us like this. Like, this is some performative ass fucking shit. Like, you know what? Let's just fucking ignore them. Just fucking ignore them at this point, because whatever.
I just want to point out that it's weird that like they're this upset about 8 trans people coming up here and 9 trans people coming up here and talking.
Who's pro Palestine?
Somebody said, wait, what?
Like,
Oh,
asked if I
shit.
was-
who's pro Palestine?
I.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my
I am.
god.
Quickly, send Israel $50 billion
Tashika,
right
wait
now.
a minute. Here's what's crazy, Tashika.
She gonna
You're
say someone
pro-Israel,
hacked
and here
her.
you are asking me what? You're asking me, am I pro-Palestine? Yes. What is this? What is this, Tashika?
Yo, what the fuck is happening? Is
Right,
that real?
didn't she ask
It is
you?
real. It is real.
Girl, she's
As
gonna
someone
walk
has-
out
as
during the
someone
next
that's
press
actually-
conference.
oh,
She's
go
gonna
ahead,
walk
Katie.
out next to Caroline Levin, be like, that she will be leading the Israeli
Wait,
buying, But
what's
you-
the
Somebody that's
context?
actually seen combat,
or I mean, the
myself,
Palestinian buying.
as someone that's actually seen combat myself and actually smelled it and heard all the cries and all that stuff, that's why I'm pro-Palestine, because innocent people should not have to unaliving just because they exist. That's
Right.
why us trans people pick up that fight, because we don't want to, because we just want to exist. People are trying to erase us because we just want to exist.
Echo, can you please mod me?
Oh, I better chill
Oh,
out.
that's
You have-
dangerous.
Is she
And-
gonna say
I'm
someone
not-
hacked
And real
her?
quick,
I'm not
I
going
got
to
you.
do anything.
My
No,
fault.
I got you.
And real
Like, girl,
quick, can I
you're,
just say?
you're paying.
Can I
Wait,
say
let me
this?
say something really
He's
quick.
like 17
Girl,
years
you're
old.
paying for Twitter Blue. You're paying for Twitter Blue, and you couldn't edit that to add quotation marks if that was like a little jokey joke.
Right.
Yeah.
What do you mean the context? Like, what would be the? Is this what else would be the context? They keep asking what the context is.
Let's also say that like a G side is nothing to make political jokes about.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean,
I don't
if
know,
she
man.
wanted to
This
say
is
that, that
getting-
was a
this is
joke.
getting way too
Tashika,
freaking
your
messy.
president said he's going to make them all get out of the country and turn it into a lakeside
that shit is
Riviera.
fucking wild.
Watch them realize their
Oh,
mistake and blame it on autism.
crazy.
Oh my god.
Jeez, that's crazy.
Are you
And-
y'all?
and-
These people are
real quick-
freaking messy.
My apologies.
I've said like crazy
real quick,
things
can I-
out of anger, but I've never said like I wouldn't understand how to use things like
Yeah.
this when I'm angry.
Right.
That's crazy. Like I've cursed out people's mothers and stuff like that, and I cursed
We
like
know,
their
bitch.
children, but I could never like add some like wordage in like that. I feel like, oh man, that's it. I'm going to hell. Like that's crazy.
Well, it doesn't matter, girl, what side you're on, whether you're on the far right,
What
far
is
right,
wrong with those
whatever.
people? Like, what is wrong with them? Why are they saying? First of all, they called Echo an it,
Yeah.
and they called us freaking animals. That we're not well. Like the
It's a cult,
microaggressions
girl.
against fucking trans people was wild. Now,
Ableism?
excuse me. Like, what the fuck is happening here?
It's a cult, girl.
That part.
What?
And can
And these are
and
supposed
can I-
advocates and allies. Like, what is going?
Oh, my apologies.
I'm sorry. Go
and
ahead.
Can I say this real quick? And if for any, and I'm specifically talking to the cis Black women, because that's the main ones I see is the cis Black women that like to run lives on trans women, but never have trans women in the settings or in those panels. I don't give a fuck how much you think you know of a trans woman. I don't give a fuck how many trans women are your fucking friends. Bitch, you don't live the trans woman experience. You are not a trans woman. When y'all run these lives, it's quite disgusting. How would y'all feel if a white teen women were running lives about y'all about being Black women and then using tokenizing, being like, well, I have a lot of trans friends, so it's okay for me to run these lives even though, or I have a lot of Black women that are my friends, so I can run these lives even though there's no Black women in the building, right? That's very confusing. Tasika, you do that all the fucking time. You sit up there, run topics about trans women this and trans women that, but yet I've never seen you run a panel with more than just yourself and a fucking op. It's just you and an op. And last time I checked, you're a cis bitch.
Not Tashika.
I mean-
like in her own server again, silencing.
Girl,
trans
why are you
people
so
from speaking out.
pressed?
Girl,
Why are you
seriously,
scared?
I was crying. No, we're
you
crying
scared?
because you're crazy.
Yes, this
like,
is-
that's
He's
crazy.
scared.
This is me.
I will say I have seen her do like one or two lives where she has like Sam and another.
Oh, you
Look
cut
at,
off.
look at what Haley
Cut
said.
off.
Look at what Haley said in the comments.
That's the universe telling you to shut up, Summer.
But
The clock.
Haley said that she
bitch, you
requested
can
on
go suck
Tashika's
on it.
live once to correct her, and she dropped Haley and said that she didn't care.
Oh,
Oh.
But what I was trying to say before the universe interrupted me
Well-
was I have seen lives where Tashika has like Sam and another friendly up and they would be talking about topics and stuff. I've seen like a live like that before. So, but yeah, no, I still think it's weird being a cis woman hosting a live about trans stuff. I just think it's weird in general.
Yeah, fucking
Unless you're educated on it. Or
I mean, it's the same as the dean or
unless
the
you have
other
a
guy.
trans-
They want
Wait,
money.
isn't Tashika? I think I saw something on Reddit or somewhere. Isn't Tashika the one that says, "Well, they have confused me before as a trans woman, so I can speak for them."
What?
Is that the same one?
What?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
she used to say, or
I don't know.
if that was her.
I'm gonna
that-
ask the investigators
Hey,
out there
oh my
to
God,
find
Ashley-
a
In
the chat,
screenshot.
y'all. Courtney's in the chat if you guys want to block
I don't
her.
care. I don't care.
Okay, my bad. My bad.
I'm gonna ask
Why
that
is
the
she talking to us
investigators
through
out there
her-
grab a screenshot of her running a trans
Please.
topic, and we can talk about that. This is fucking.
Wait, can you make it smaller, Echo? We can't see the
I'm
whole
trying.
She's talking to us through the thing.
I know. Why is she talking to us about
Girl.
Listen, can we move on from Tashika? Like, I don't really care about that person. Let's just move on. Like,
my fault.
they're just like
Yeah.
coping
Well, no,
in their
okay, so
fucking
I'll
Discord server.
say-
To be
But,
fair, it's
I'll
11:30,
say, like-
and I was only gonna go till 10. But
But
this is
this is my thing. Now, maybe I may be wrong, and this is just me speaking. Like, maybe it's too much of me speaking on my cisness. Let's be honest. I don't think it's right when you are a cis woman running a topic about trans women without trans women being there to educate people more on what it means to be a trans woman. We are not trans women. I don't give a fuck how many friends we have. Like I said before, we do not live the trans woman experience. We have not been through what trans women have been through, especially BIPOC trans women. So there's no point of running these lives and not having these women there to advocate for themselves and speak for themselves. That's where it becomes performative. That's where it becomes you're doing it for money. You're doing it for likes and clicks and views. You're not doing it truly because you care about your trans sisters. Because if you did, when you open up a panel to talk about trans experiences and you have friends that are trans people, what you do is you be like, hey, I'm hosting this live for my trans friends because maybe their life got knocked down or whatever, but I'm using my platform so they can use their voices. Let me silence myself and let me shut the fuck up while they use their voices and say what they have to say. But I haven't seen that from Tasika. So respectfully, I don't respect her for that shit either. And I've been saying she's one of the performative black women. I'm sorry. It's Black History Month. We're going to be honest about them type of black women because I'm black. Okay? She's one of those performative black women that likes to do a shit show for white tea people and get hands clapping for white tea people because she likes the way the white tea people tell her, you go, girl. You're such a good girl. You do it for us and you do it so proudly.
That's called cooning, people.
Oh.
See, and see, here's where we have a disagreement. And I disagree with I disagree with that a lot with people who tell me the same thing. I do think if you're a cis woman, you're educated on trans stuff, and you have done your research, and you have if you have trans friends and trans families, and you see from secondhand experience how they live their life, and you've seen and you're aware of all the discrimination, I do think it's perfectly fine for you to speak on it.
But
And
Summer,
that's why,
Summer, as a
for example, Auntie Cookie. I never had issue with Auntie Cookie talking about it because she is educated on it and she has.
She always has
taste who are
trans people on her panel, though.
I know,
That
but
is true.
but I'm
And
saying
re- and-
minus that part, minus
right,
that.
and, re-
I
and,
don't
and
have an issue with
respectfully,
that because
Summer.
she lives. Yeah.
Look at the screenshot on the
bad.
background.
Stop defending her, Summer.
I'm not
You
defending her. I'm not defending.
Girl, you
No,
always
you're good,
defend the
Summer.
wrong
You're
people. You do. No shade, girl. but you
First
do.
off, I'm not defending
My fault.
Tashika. I'm talking about what Juicy Fruit said.
Oh, my
What the
fault.
hell?
Okay,
Don't
okay.
see the
Listen to
background?
your.
Oh wait, okay, real quick to Summer. Summer,
I'm
I
being
get what you're
messy,
saying,
Olive.
but it's like I said before. It doesn't matter how much we know as cis women or are educated on trans women. We are not trans women. We are cis women. We do not live the trans woman experience. It's as if a white teen woman could be so educated on black women and thinking that they could just speak on black women and say everything about black women. They're not black women. We're not trans women.
It's
Right.
exactly.
I
Okay,
get
no
that.
matter how much we know, that's not our place to continue to speak on and say certain things without them being there to speak on their
And-
experience.
Right,
And
like I
you
can't
can
speak
Google-
for
You can
cis
Google
women
whatever you
either.
want to Google, but at the end of the day, the experience they live day to day by themselves is a different experience than what the fuck you're going to sit up here and read on Google.
And I get what you're
Exactly.
saying. I just want to clarify because Miss Piggy assumed this. I'm not defending Tashika. There was no defense. I was acknowledging what Juicy Fruit said when Juicy Fruit says she doesn't necessarily think that cis women should be speaking on trans issues because they're not trans. I simply said I disagree with that because I do have some mutuals who if they can find a trans person and they're having a topic or they're on a panel about trans people, they will speak on it. That's what I said. I'm not defending her. I'm saying just in general, Miss Piggy.
No, right, but Juicy was very specific, and
Right,
Juicy said,
Summer.
if they do not have any trans people in their panel.
Which is why I
And
said
and,
what I
and that's
said.
what I was talking about. And that's what I was talking about.
Well, it didn't sound like it.
And-
Now, this
Like-
thing on the background, what does it even
Yeah,
mean? I
so
don't
real
get it.
quick, this is why, I have been rotating, and I prioritize, binary trans women, BIPOC trans women, those are the demographics that I try to uplift, and that's why I've asked people to rotate out before that are cis or YT to be able to uplift those voices. That's the thing, me as a non-binary trans person, I try to do is uplift the voices that the conversation is about. So
What does the background mean, Echo? I'm trying to read
it's
this
from her
tweet.
Twitter. Someone
I don't
said,
get it.
"Can we stop pretending like being disgusted by homosexuals is taboo? Most of the world is disgusted by it, and it's for a good reason." She replied, "You can be disgusted by it all you want, but everyone knows you're effing G. Only you MFers are this pre-concerned with this shit. Have you ever tried sucking on a cock?"
What is this?
Wait, that's crazy.
Wait.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I've said
Is she
shit
like
like that.
saying that in like a non-negative way? Because it
I've
sounds
said
like
shit like that
I
to
don't
people
know.
before, so I don't think.
Or am I
that's-
Atlanta,
confused?
can you
Am I
explain
reading
it to
this
me
wrong?
then? Because I don't get it.
She's basically calling them out for basically being a closeted GAY. I've said that to many people too. So that right there gets a pass. I don't care.
I
about
was just
that.
confused. I wasn't saying it was good or bad. I just didn't know what's going on.
And for the people,
I'm
that
like,
keep-
wait, I've said this.
for the people that keep on being like, when has this Tashika? I can't say her name right, but when has she ever ran a live about trans people? Did it? If she didn't, people like Auntie Wada wouldn't have to tell her to stop running lives about trans people and tell her that she don't got no motherfucking right to do that shit. Okay.
Period.
And
no
I mean, just
shade,
'cause-
like I love Auntie Water, but she was like, she would like bring Nate up a couple times, and I remember being like, stop
Control
doing
his
that,
ass.
Yo.
like stop doing that.
Oh, you mean
And-
on
and-
Auntie's panel?
And I will say, just because you guys never seen it doesn't mean they don't do it.
Oh,
Another
she
example
took
was
in.
Another example is when Dean used to do
Oh
lives
my
like that. Dean used to hold lives like that, and someone told
Who
him
gonna
to
tell
stop,
her
and
that
he
you
stopped.
can be homophobic and
Oh
be
my
lesbian at the
god!
same
Oh my
time?
Right.
god! A gay person can never be homophobic. because
Right.
You're calling us
No.
stupid, and you're calling us stupid, really?
Has she never met Envy? Has she
Oh.
never met Envy?
This is what. So yeah, like you can be
Internalized
you can
homophobia,
be
hello?
GAY or lesbian and still be homophobic. That is the
Right.
thing. There are self-hating G men out there. I know one IRL.
Sister, why are you talking to us through the Discord?
Wait.
The disc.
I mean,
She's sending smoke signals and shit. Fuck.
Listen, wait, let me say this real quick. Make this make sense. You told everybody from your server that were here to leave the live because we were all these fucked up things, but yet you're still watching the live, responding from your server. It's giving cope. It's
No,
giving
I'm-
cope.
Definitely.
I love Auntie Water. I love you both. I just don't. I just didn't vibe with that. You know what I mean, Auntie Cookie, and it
So-
depressed me. That's
Yeah,
all.
I'm gonna say let's not talk about Auntie Water if somebody
If they're
wants
not
to.
here.
This
Yeah.
Spiriorium's always trying to stir up shit. Let's be
and I will say,
Fucking
Can y'all hear
Angelica. Angelica, if
Can
Auntie
y'all hear
Water
me?
comes for me, I'm
Respectfully,
blaming
how is it
you.
giving racist when the main two people that checked it was black people? Me and Angelica are very much black.
Yeah.
and
Black on black on black.
Just ignore
And here's
Summer, I
the thing.
guess. And Katie.
Yeah, and here's the thing. And here's the thing. She's saying, how am I transphobic when I'm lesbian? First off, trans people can be fucking transphobic.
right.
Like what?
It's
Like,
internalized transphobia, internalized
and-
homophobia, internalized everything.
And,
We're gonna-
and now you're trying to play the race card. Hold on. Let me count this real quick. One person of color, 2 person of colors, 3, 4, 5. There's about 5, 6 people in here that are people of color.
Yeah, there's Summer, there's Miss Piggy, there's KT,
There's
there's
Addie.
me.
There's
Hello.
Atlantic.
The main people that were checking you are black, sis.
Oh, black.
Morenitas.
Oh, I mean, well then there's
¿De
me.
qué tú hablas,
Y'all are
pendeja?
There's Miss
Wait.
Piggy. There's
Because the
Juicy.
blobfishes
There's
are gonna
KT.
dump her when she gets
So-
on there. What is,
So
what's
where's
she
the
talking about?
racism?
This is one of the
Where's
only
the
things I really
racism?
like about being such a marginalized group. It's like, oh, black and queer and trans. You can't hit us with shit, motherfucker. You can't hit us
Where's
with
the
shit.
ra-
You know, I
Where's the
genuinely
racism?
was waiting for this because she typically calls YT people racist, and I get like, yes, y'all know my stance there. I was expecting this at some point. This came later than I thought.
But I'm
Not
confused
just
when
the
she said
call
the
me
blobfishes are gonna jump her.
Right.
Atlantic, Addie, Miss Piggy,
I know
and
you're talking
me,
about
myself,
it.
Juicy. We're smaller than you, babes. Don't get with the fat phobic comments because I will eat your ass up. I go eye for eye, like I said.
Yeah, like
Eye
I'm
for eye.
skinny and taller than you. Like
Right.
let's not.
Skinny
Let's
petite.
not.
But here's the thing again.
Yeah, Katie's
once
skinny
again,
and hard,
But,
so.
but here's the thing again. Once again, she's a plus size woman. How are you gonna call plus size people blobfishes when you're a plus size person? I remember going in your live one day. You had some cleavage, and we could barely see your neck in the live. You're plus size coming for plus size people. What?
Yeah, but that's
No,
why I
she-
said it's culty.
But she said blobfish is plural.
Cult
Bitch.
leaders,
Yeah.
cult leaders are extremely insecure. So anytime anybody says anything to them, they have a crash out. Like it's yeah.
I'm
It's
trying to get ready to be a
And-
fish.
Just to be clear, like, Dean has been checked multiple times on this and has been told not to or to have trans representation.
Literally.
I have even talked to Dean on a live before about it.
And he stopped doing that. And
Right.
and you want to call us blobfishes, honey? I might be a blobfish, but I stay in the gym. Okay,
What is that a
I might
picture
have
of?
2 chins. You can't really see my picture because of me being on a small screen, but I might have 2 chins. But I actually go work out, and I'm working on losing
Her
weight.
booty.
Okay. So you can
Her.
call us blobfishes, but I'm pretty sure I'm prettier, and I probably look better than you no matter what. I'm pretty sure I might be a blobfish, but I'm a blobfish that works out and works on myself.
Her body tea.
First of all, that was me that said de que tú hablas pendeja. And that's how you know you pendeja, because being
Oh.
Hispanic and Latino will never be a race. It's just an ethnicity. I'm still black at the end of the day. Duck.
Not only that, but I said internalize homophobia, internalize transphobia, and internalize everything else. That includes, sweetie, racism, you fucking dumb bitch.
Imagine calling me racist because you think the Hispanic and Latino is a race.
And bitch, I've been working on my shit too.
But, like I said, back to the block comment. Like I said before, Atlantic, Addie, me, and Angelico are literally way smaller than you. Like, you want to go? Do you really want to go fat for fat, bitch?
Pound
I
for
can
pound.
read you on that.
Not
Remember,
pound.
when you go to the mall,
Not
your
pound
section's
for
probably at the back of the store.
What
Don't
size
do
is
for
she?
Hello.
What size is she?
No neck having
That is
ass.
diabolical. Pound for
Rookie, why
pound.
you trying to ask
Crazy.
what it size is she?
All right, I
She's
will say
over
I
size
am setting a
14.
limit for 20 minutes because then it is going to be midnight for me, and I do got one more work day this week, so.
Human being,
you
you're
cussing
about to
on
go over that 20 minutes. Don't
Like,
lie.
that's
Okay,
crazy.
no,
How are you gonna be
I've been over
fatphobic?
2
And you,
hours.
bitch.
So y'all sending
What?
me cash app since tomorrow's my birthday or what?
It's not your birthday
Well,
tomorrow.
Oh, so yeah, I saw how sign. Okay, I see every one of you
Is it?
bitches.
Watch this. How much you want to
Is
bet? How much you want to bet? They're gonna go over that 20-minute mark. How much you guys want to bet?
Listen, probably.
How
won't.
about this? I can make that. I could make that not happen. Echo, let's end the live. I have to go.
First
So,
off,
all right, I want to give a
first off,
little
KT,
recap.
we
about
don't
me.
need you here because we have other mods here like me. So,
I'm going to give a little
Who are you
recap
again?
about Nate. So, everybody, just so anybody tuning in, final recap on Nate. Nate is a gender non-conforming, hating trans person. Or gender non-conforming, hates trans people, however you want to word it. I can't word things right sometimes.
Thank you for whoever gave me that. Sorry.
Yep. Oh, I like that. All right. He comes from a well-off family, and he has been grifting and getting phones and money on a massive amount from people. I showed his family information earlier, got reamed for it, so I'm not going to show it again, but take it as word. He is from a well-off family. Nate is an animal abuser. This is his dog. This is his cat. Dog, Mao, cat. Nate, no, stop. Nate took phone and recorded. Yeah. Nate was 18 now, as of November. He turned 18. I showed an article that stated in 2020 he was 13 years old. He is now 18. He's been on TikTok debating for years as a minor, and y'all love that.
Right, Squidward. Right, that's what we said it before.
No, he's 18 now, Jessica. We did the math. It's not Common
Yep.
Core math. Where in Common Core math, you round up to the nearest whole number.
He is 18 now. We
even number, sorry.
mathed all that out. So
I had a suspicion because just the way he is
Active?
quick to like have that child attitude of like, no, I'm like, doesn't kind of talks over you, doesn't let the other person talk and
It's
thinks
his
that their
frontal lobe
information
isn't developed
is
yet.
like key to everything.
Wait,
I had
what's
a
this?
feeling that
Is
he
Abby
was
black?
underage. I had a feeling that he was underage up until like recent. Yeah, I had a feeling he was like a child.
thank you, Atlantic.
Because his frontal lobe isn't fully developed yet.
Well, the way he like spoke to people wasn't very mature. It wasn't like, like he was setting up a place for everybody to talk or something. He was like, no, I'm right and you're wrong, and I'm rubber and you're glue. It was like always kind of that attitude I got from him in a way.
It would also explain his stance with the whole Leo thing. 'Cause remember, Leo lied about his age, and it's like, oh, it's not that big of a deal, and it's like, yeah, because you did it yourself.
Clock it.
The thing is that he is around people that are like really to have done and said great. Like I have seen his friends online. Like I don't want to mention other people, but I've seen people make click click pew pew noises offline, make threatening threats. I've heard this on people's lives. Like he hangs, whether regardless how you feel about Nate or not, his friends even that roll around him are really shady people.
Yeah.
Wait,
I'm gonna pop off.
wait,
okay?
who the wait, who the
Bye,
fuck
thank
said
you. Thank you.
Scoop.
who the fuck said
Hold
you
on,
can be
hold on.
racist
Scuba.
and be my bad?
Scuba. Apparently, he said that. So I'm not saying that he said. I'm not saying that I know he did this. This is what supposedly is said. He said that he recorded the cat being torn apart by the dog for 20 minutes so that he could show his sister.
He said
what I'm
that
Yep.
Disgusting.
out
Ew.
loud, like to somebody.
Yeah.
One of you guys heard this?
Yeah, on his live.
Oh, how this is where I'm confused. Okay, this is where because I don't know if I'm like maybe a little snobbish or something, but like these types of people, my family said were like John Wayne Gacy. Like they grow up to be like these types of people. Like they become Schmillers. Like.
Yeah, Mel.
That's how they start. Like I don't know. I'm just like this is giving me the gross vibes. Like it's.
But I have a question real quick. Who and please, if y'all can, I wouldn't mind if they came up because I personally want to ask them themselves, whoever made that fucking comment. Who the hell said you can be black and still be racist? Let's drop the fucking TikTok. Let's open up our Googles. Let's open up our books and let's learn the meaning of racism. You cannot be fucking racist if you are black. You cannot be prejudiced if you are black. You can be xenophobic. You can be bigoted. You cannot just be racist or prejudiced if you are black. Learn
You
what
could
it
be
means to be
colorist.
prejudiced and racist, and then come talk to me about it.
I mean,
You could be.
technically, you could be prejudiced if you're black, because prejudice it doesn't specify power or anything. Prejudice means hating someone just for hating someone for no reason.
Wait.
Well,
That's
it
the
can be
definition.
meaningless, but it can
She
also have a
nailed
reason
it.
like, oh,
She
I don't
nailed
like the way their hair looks, so now you hate people that have that kind of hair, and they're going to go into people with that, inside that category. So.
What? She was at the DNC?
Yes, she has pictures with
Yeah.
Kamala Harris.
Yeah.
Is that used to be Baby Pop? Or is that someone else?
Baby
That
Bop?
is
Yeah, that is her.
baby. Yeah, that Tashika's Baby Bop.
Yeah, the
Oh.
person with the shitty takes, yeah. Saying that we should be nice to our oppressors. Coming in not knowing what she's
Oh.
talking about. That-
Girl,
that's her.
but yeah.
if Kamala heard you now, girl.
Nah,
But, you know,
Kamala
you
will be
can't-
like, well, Tashika's right, because I'm a stupid fucking liberal.
Whoever is saying you could be racist and black, you're wrong. Because racism is a systematic thing that was built by white people. Racism was built from the ground up from white people. In order to be racist, you have to have some type of power, and you have to be the majority. And black people are not the majority, and we don't have power, so we cannot be racist. And when I say, and you can't be racist if you're a person of color, because like think about it this way. You as a regular employee cannot fire your supervisor because you're a regular employee. You can talk to the higher ups and get them fired, but you can't fire them. So how can a black person be racist to someone who built the system?
Well-
Like that makes no sense.
Can't do it no more because they lifted DEI now. It's sad.
Yeah, if you missed Nate's information,
Girl,
stuff
I said
like
what I
that,
said.
you should have been here earlier. This is an update message from Tashika.
Real quick. And real quick sidebar, because nobody else said it. That dress that Nate got on is the ugliest fucking dress I've seen in my life.
What?
Ooh,
You should
thank you
ask
so
Nate what
much,
his preferred name when they go
Chantel.
forward.
Yeah,
Is
I
it gonna
have,
be Katie?
I have cuter skirts in my closet. Just saying, Nate.
Oh.
I'll help you out.
Oh, see, Nate,
just
we got
made it
resources,
humble.
girl. We got resources. Should we start calling her Natalie? What's her preferred
No.
name gonna be?
Natalie Campbell.
My name just rolls off the tongue.
What did I miss?
Period Queen Natalie
No, wait, yo,
Campbell.
where is Day?
Day,
Yo,
Jay,
where is
girl,
Day?
you
Because
miss it
Day
all.
already gave Nate a name because Day and Nate were going back and forth, and Day called it out. Day was like, "Okay, Natasha."
The Miss
Natasha?
Natalie. The Miss
Oh.
Natasha Campbell. Welcome to the
Look,
stage.
we never
Summer.
dox anybody. It's out there.
What?
He's a public figure.
Oh my goodness.
I
What
didn't
did I
know
Not
miss,
the-
y'all?
What white person is
Whoa,
trying to
what white
explain?
person?
What
The
white person
only
trying to explain
people that were
racism?
explaining and talking about racism here was Juicy
Natalia.
and Summer.
Okay, so
In
okay, so
Italia.
I get I'm light skinned. Yes, I'm very light skinned. I'm light skinned as fuck. Okay, yes, I am mixed with white. My dad is white. I was born in Europe. I was born and raised in Russia. Yes, I am biracial. I get that. But and yes, I quote unquote talk like a white person, which people love to say, which I disagree. I just talk proper, but anyways, I talk like a white person. Where's the whiteness? Like, hold on, let me turn on my camera real quick because I'm confused.
Well, I see beautiful brown skin in the profile
Did they-
pic.
Did they see my picture I had up and they heard
Where's
you
the
talking?
white person?
And girl,
I
you
get
are-
I'm light skinned. I
By
get
the
I'm
way,
light-
you got-
Hold
I'm
on.
light skinned as
Rocky, hold
fuck.
on.
But where's the
Rocky.
white person?
Summer's
Oh, I see some white. I see some white. It's right there.
It's in the
You also have
eye.
some
Right
nice
there.
techniques.
Just the white.
Oh my God.
You
Your
flipped us off
buds.
just like white people do. That's perfect. See, there's the white person finger. Thank you.
Is Auntie still in here? Auntie, I'm sorry. I love you. I'll apologize later. I'll do something. Okay.
So yeah, real quick, yeah, no, I'm still black. No shade, being biracial doesn't exist. Race is based off of phenotypes. I may be an ambiguous black girl, but I'm still black. Being Latino Hispanic is not a race.
My
I'm
favorite
still
is like
black.
Spanish.
Latino
like,
Hispanic is just my
yeah,
ethnicity.
right.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Latino and Hispanic is just my ethnicity because Latino and Hispanic would never be a race. I'm still
Right.
black. Being biracial, no shade to you, Summer, but being biracial is not a race. You can't be more than one race. Race is based off of phenotypes. I'm a black woman. I don't know ifs, ands, or buts about it. Every single day to the day I live and the day out and alive, I will be a black woman. A black woman called you out. A black woman said you're performative.
And two black women told you the definition of racism.
Oh.
Where's the white tea woman saying the definition of racism? Because last time I checked, all the white tea women in here were on mute.
Every now and then I would say some
Lydian?
dumb shit, but
I shut the fuck up and listen and learn.
Maybe they mean me. I mean, you know, I am white.
Oh yeah,
I understand it. Like, I mean, I know Spanish isn't a race because, like, my mother's whole side is from Spain, and so, you know, we're not of a dark complexion, you know, but then, you know, some of our relatives are of a very dark complexion, you know, so that's not a race, you know.
I totally forgot.
I just want to say, I'm an indigenous. I know I look like a white woman, but I'm actually indigenous German English. Like, it's indigenous to a very specific land, so I look so white. So I'm a person of color now, right?
You're gonna get her in trouble.
I'm crying.
Maybe they did mean you, Katie,
Why would I get
because
in
of your
trouble?
profile.
Chantel, we
Oh my
like that
goodness.
you switched sides and you came over here now, Chantel, but that's crazy to say that. That's not nice to say, Chantel.
Oh my
Wait,
god.
so wait,
Well,
but maybe they did
Is
mean
that what
Katie
I'm
because
born doing? Sorry, go ahead.
maybe they didn't. Maybe they did mean you because your profile picture of being a white woman. They probably thought
That's
that
what
was
I'm
actually
saying.
you.
I'm an indigenous German English woman. Like
Chantel,
that's why I
you should
look
hang
white,
out
but I'm
with-
missing indigenous, right?
Chantel used to hang out with Envy and Christy and all of them, and she
Ew.
finally came to her senses and apologized to all of us. Now she's been hanging out with us, y'all. Love on Chantel. I don't know where you guys are getting Katie from. That's not Katie. That's Chantel.
Right.
Oh yeah,
Well,
yeah.
I got some
yeah.
updates here from Tashika. So there's that.
The ableist one, because the ableist one was quite hilarious. Didn't
There's
she
a
just
lot.
call y'all animals and everything else every 5 seconds ago? The fuck are you talking about?
Yes, boss lady. Yes, I agree.
So
How you gonna
she
call somebody
wasn't.
ableist?
All right, they weren't being specific. They used white
Okay.
as an insult. So it's an insult to call black people white. That's what you're doing. Here's a good one.
Okay, but I thought you just said that. Damn, she crashing out.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's nothing new. Tashika crushes
The
on
thing I'm
daily.
confused about is with the whole trans live take is the fact that I met Echo because I would explicitly let them up during my live so they can be part of the conversation, so I'm just not me, as well as a lot of other trans individuals, so I don't know what this is. So no, Tashika, you have never let me up in your live. You barely know who I am. We met on Goose's live. I let you up, and I was moderating Goose's space with your mods. So you never let me up in your lives, and I watch your lives on occasion, but I don't hop in the panel. No.
I love me some goose.
I
I
like
would
you,
rather-
Tashika, right? I like the way you do some really stupid shit to Tashika. Whenever I'm feeling really sad, I turn you on and I'm like, oh my god, it's Tashika. I'm gonna have a good laugh. That's why I like you.
I would rather have Tashika bring up a black trans person versus me.
Period.
And even that a binary trans person versus me. My lived experience is not the same.
But she'll come over to us when things are looking bad for her. She's like, oh, I gotta get my numbers up. Better come over to the trans people.
Wow. Wow.
Katie, you
But
want
isn't Liliana also white tea?
Just
picture
calling the
gives-
white people.
But
Oh.
I'm sorry, that
okay.
picture of Liliana gives very much white tea. Unless she's indigenous, who knows? But it don't give
How
black
dare-
women, I'll tell you that damn much.
How dare you call me a white person? How dare
Wait,
you?
wasn't and Tashika's friend Glopana, or I don't know how you say the name, Glowana or whatever,
Glohan.
also didn't give black
Glohan.
either, gave very much white tea, and then had the nerve to say something about the N-word. But these are the people you're sitting with, Tashika. You're sitting with people that aren't even fucking black, feeling like they have the right to say the N-word because they have you as their black friend.
I
Okay.
met people like Adora, unfortunately people like Two Spirit. A lot of native trans debates on this app would be on my trans lives, but that was like a year ago.
What?
I just want to address this comment, Jessica. I don't know why you're saying this race comment is divisive. Clearly, you have an issue with the race topic because literally you came for me for mentioning how someone masculinized me as a black woman, and you said, "Why are you playing a race card?"
No.
Girl, you clearly have
Yeah,
issues
black, my bad.
with. You clearly have issues with the race topic, and if you have issues with it, there's this huge big white button with the X. If you press that, you will leave, and it will get you out of here. If you have such issues with race topics, because you're honestly getting on my nerves every time we mention race.
Yami, I'm calling your manager.
Yeah.
Oh. Or read a damn
if you
book.
act
Like read a
a
damn book.
if you act like the racist white people, I'll call you white.
Yeah,
We're
well,
no
I'm
longer
gonna
talking
just.
about Nate.
How dare they call me like white? I'm not white.
Girl,
We're
This is so strange to
girl.
me. Like
Nobody.
I don't understand how she's on here at the same time and then doing like that would give me such a damn headache, girl.
I
Yeah.
thought I
Jessica,
saw.
Jessica. We've been off of the topic of Nate for the past hour. What, girl?
Why was Nate
Yeah.
crying? Because he
And
unalived his cat
yeah.
and he's psychotic.
To
That's
be
why.
clear, Tashika, nobody called you irate. Nobody said you're aggressive or anything like that. Nobody did anything like that here.
I don't need a trust
We're
fund.
reading off
If
your
anyone
comments.
hangs out with Nate after this, just
Yeah.
just
They
because
will.
they like
Girl,
it's
My
girl,
fault.
they,
Excuse
Let
my
people
they
fault.
call
finish.
him out
me,
for like
Brooke.
2 seconds. And
like
then they
I
sit with it.
My bad.
can't.
Real quick, just to make it very clear, because the whole time we've been here, the people that have been calling out Tashika when Angelica was here was me and Angelica black women. So when you're sitting up here
And
being like, oh my
Summer.
god, they're calling out and Summer, yeah.
Oh.
My bad, Summer. When you're like, oh my god, you guys are calling me out, you guys are trying to make it seem like I'm an irate black woman, this, that. It's mainly been black women calling you out. As a black woman, is that not what the fuck we're supposed to do? Are we not supposed to check our fellow black women before we allow a white T bitch to come and check you? Say thank you, bitch. You're saying the wrong word. Say thank you. Because it's black women that are checking you on your bullshit as another black woman.
This just
And
brought.
okay, I'll revere my opinion on you, and I agree. But I'm just saying that, like, you know, you could probably, you know, like do some meditation or something like that could help, like just a little bit, or you know, just like a girl to a girl. That's all I really mean to Sheila.
I got it, Katie. That one was just
Okay.
sent to me. Thank you to the friends that are sending me to Sheikah's server.
I bet you they're over there punching drywall right now.
They're
or
mad
punching
trying to
air.
figure out who's all doing it. For future
There's a
reference,
spy in the
even
mix.
when someone throws the first punch, make a comment that marginalizes other people, fatphobic, racism, ableism comments, etc. Doesn't suddenly become permissible. Insults don't need to be oppressive. Even if the comment you make affects a group you yourself are part of. Clock T ethically.
Okay, but didn't you just say something about you blaming something about autism? Like, that was crazy, girl. I mean, I'm just saying, like, this is profound, and I could agree. I think some of us could agree, but, like, you know, some of the other stuff you're saying is kind of
Out there.
out there. Like, and, you know, that's just more so coming from, like,
Wait, I
you
wasn't.
know, if you really want to be friends with
Sorry,
trans
Summer.
people, then, like, sorry, go
Echo.
ahead.
Echo is 1201.
I
Shut
know.
up.
And I'm gonna say this. I may be autistic, but it doesn't mean I'm gonna use it as an excuse or anything like that. I am fully aware and fully understanding of what I say and what I do. To think and assume I'm going to blame it on autism is very fucking ableist.
Echo.
Probably copying off of what what's his face did with that salute.
Echo, don't believe Chantel. It is 11:01. Chantel just lives in a different time zone. It is 11:01. The first one that's in the same time zone as you. Echo, it is 11:01.
Chantel, did you get all your motherly items done, Chantel?
I think we've also thoroughly proven that this live cannot get taken down. Well, we've had both GCs reporting us and Tashika's server. Anyway, just report and block him. Not the transphobia by saying him when my pronouns are clearly right here in front of me. Back to studying. Please stop sending me screenshots. A skull emoji. All for holding people accountable, but isn't Echo problematic? Yes. Yes, I'm very
Oh my
problematic for this
God.
reason.
His obsession with this damn cartoon character is
Genuinely don't care what rats and a grifting blobfish have to say about me. Again, keep with the fat phobia, the transphobia, whatever you want to do, Tashika.
Hold on, who the fuck is that supersized ass bitch calling a rat? Y'all might not want to be with the fat phobia, and I understand that, and I respect that y'all don't be with the ableist, but Echo, you know, an eye for an eye. A bitch get to talking crazy about me and the people that I like, bitch, I'm gonna talk crazy right back. Bitch, your motherfucking section of clothes is all the way stuck at the back of the store. And let's remember, you don't have a fucking neck. I bet you it's dirty as fuck under that motherfucker. You got 3 belly rolls on your backside, bitch. You got back boobs. The fuck are you talking about?
Girl, and you're hanging out with someone who unalived their cat. Like, girl, get him out of there.
Fully understand, Tashika inserted herself into this live and wanted to make this about her.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe his obsession with Edna is like, was that his escape growing up?
Hey, dumbass, use your brains. Obviously, we're not
Think
calling
about
black
it.
people white. Like, why the fuck would I call black people crackers? On Black History Month, Echo is allowing white people to use AAVE on Black History Month.
What?
I've heard that before. Where it's like, oh,
Well,
Echo's AAVE, and I'm
y'all
like,
keep on talking
Yeah.
about Abby. Abby was not using AVE. Abby has a Latina accent. Stop confusing what the fuck y'all think is AVE and a Latina accent. If y'all don't know the difference, shut up.
I've heard people say that about Echo too, and I'm like, okay, like the hell, like the fuck you expect me to do? I don't care.
I don't change up how I talk for different crowds and different people. Like, if you talk to me on Discord, I'm not changing anything. I am who I am.
I think she's
speak how
just
I speak.
digging for something at this point.
I never did think that you did Echo, but if you did, I'm like, okay, like I don't care.
Yeah.
Like if that's just how Echo speaks, that's how Echo speaks.
Yeah, and if I do it in appropriate language that's not normally mine, like I don't say what's the T, I'm reading it off as they say it. That's when I'm saying it. But I don't go around using language like clock the T and things like that because I understand that's AAVE and that's well outside of any scope of language that I use. So I understand that. And if I were using AAVE on something that's not normally me, bring it up to me. My friends
There's
know they
context to
can,
it.
they can check me.
If you did, there's context to it.
Yeah. Yeah. But it is midnight. Thank you all for coming out. Remember, enjoy Nate. Last time we hit the screenshot.
Thank you all.
Everyone, have a wonderful evening.
I love this.